What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Uh, let's get this stream a-going, man. There we go. Didn't have any game sound for a second there. Alright, cool. Should be good. Should be good to go. I cannot lower the light anymore. This is actually the lowest that it goes. While still having light on. So, yeah, this is like look at the head shine. It's got a real nice shine to it tonight, man. Let me tell you. I got a floor buffer going on it. Really spruce things up a little bit, you know what I mean? Botox. It's not Carson. What's up, man? Coming here with the Botox. Blinded by the shiny head. Alright, anyway, let me get a tweet out real quick. And then we need to get started because I am still grinding for this 5-star collector. Not collector, selector thing. So, let me get the tweet out real quick. Hang on. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I used a... or Plexi said, or $5 saying, have to put on my sunglasses. Seems that the sun got into my computer. So much shine. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty crazy tonight. The head shine. Or Plexi, thank you very much. You know, I'm gonna use your comment for the tweet actually. Hang on. Let me get the big old D all situated first. Hang on. Slap. Thank you very much. Rance Cowan also sent it over to saying first time. Is it your first time? Rance, that name is very familiar to me. Is this really your first time sending over a super chat? Well, if so, I am honored. Thank you very much. I guess I've just seen your name around, but it is very familiar. Thank you very much for the for the two. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Give me just a sec here, though, guys. Let me finish getting this tweet out. To donate, yes. Okay. All right. Well, dude, Rance, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I guess I'm just used to reading the name. Thank you. All right. All right. Okay. You may want to bring a powerful pair of sunglasses for this stream. I opened a fresh tub of turtle wax. As I am now live. Okay. Tweet it out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Much to do tonight. My 6 stars, they should be right about ready. My 5 stars, I don't think my 5 stars are quite there yet. But they should be almost ready. Before I do anything, I gotta hop in that AQ, man. Make sure I get this last node down on my side. We're a little bit slow tonight due to a couple mishaps. But yeah. Hey BG, good luck on the grind. You know the exact cost of switching masters between suicides and alliance war defense per alliance war? It depends on what your setup is, so it is going to be different for everybody. But if you're asking for my personal exact cost, I don't actually. I can give you a rough figure of about 65 units. It's about as good as I can get. It is 15 units per precision and cruelty. So that's 30 units right there. I think it's 1 unit for pierce, 31. It is 12 units for despair. And then, yeah, the points put into, wait, so hold on, is that, yeah, might as well, okay. So, what did I say before 31? Okay, so yeah, 31, that would be 43. And then I think it's 44 with, I believe it's only 1 point for the glass cannon, so 44. 2 points for, sorry, 2 units for recoil, so 46. And then 12 for each of the suicides, so 46 plus 24, so I guess about 70. Alright, it's pretty accurate, I would say. There might be some mistake in there, but pretty good estimate. Mastery calculator on Aunt May website. That's correct. The great Aunt May. She'll calculate it for you. Right, can you believe that this time next week we'll be coming back from the NYCC meetup? Yeah, dude. Or maybe still there. Then again, got to make sure to catch that last ride home. You know what I mean? Last train ride home. Did you guys see that? The lights flickered. Does that mean there's a ghost? So BG, dropping a like and making my way to the Lurkers Lounge. Happy grind, Infinity MJ. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. There's fresh fresh candy in there. We don't believe in coffee in the Lurker Lounge. No. Hey, person spamming. There is cutoffs at the bottom of the stream. Please don't spam the chat. It's right at the bottom of the screen. The predictions for all of the arenas. Just gotta look there. Alright. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. See if these 6 stars. Which time's in the 5 stars? About 2 hours in the 5 stars. Okay, so those are gonna be done. Or those are gonna. I'll have to run those after stream, which is what I thought. That's fine. Leonardo Ruffo. It's got to be one of those, right? Sorry if I messed it up. Leonardo, standing over 5. Thank you very much. Do you have a previous message? Well, I don't see one. Give me 1 second here. Let me try Control F things. Hang on. Here we go. Who is better to awaken with a generic Venom the Duck or Nick Fury? Nick Fury. Venom the Duck doesn't really need to be awakened. Technically, you could play both without awakening them. But I would say Nick Fury benefits more from the awakening than Venom the Duck. They're both fantastic champions. As far as, like, you know, who's more rank worthy, depends on your situation. Here's what I'll also tell you, though. When you're talking about generic awakening gems and just kind of throwing out 2 champions that are seemingly very different from one another, I always recommend thinking about the situation that you are in. First time sending money on YouTube. Hope it helps. Oh, it definitely does help, man. Thank you very much for the support. But alright, let me go back to my my lecture on awakening gems here. Sometimes call it. So yeah, when it comes to Awakening Gems, sometimes we have a tendency to just be like, man, I have this thing, I have this gem, I have some good champions. Surely one of them is worth awakening. Let me use it on one of these champions. And we, you know, kind of just using it because we have it. But I don't think that's the best way to approach using Awakening Gems. Best way to approach it is to look at your champions and say, hey, if one of these champions was awakened, is that going to have some sort of meaningful impact on my progression? Am I going to be able to get the next title, like uncollected or something? Or, you know, is it going to help get me kills in Alliance War? Is it going to save me resources going through Alliance Quest? Or the monthly event quest or whatever. Like, these are the types of questions that you should really be asking. So when it comes to Venom the Duck, for example, it's pretty rare. I love Venom the Duck. I really love Venom the Duck. Favorite champion of the entire game. But it's pretty rare when thinking about awakening Venom the Duck that is going to be the difference between you getting uncollected versus not getting uncollected or something like that, you know. Or saving resources. Because it's not always just about getting there. It's about getting there efficiently without having to spend all of your units and stuff like that. As long as you could save some resources, then in my opinion, gem worth it. Gem totally worth it. But with Venom the Duck, it's just unlikely that's gonna be the case awakening him, because you could just play him unawakened. When it comes to Nick Fury, might save you some resources. Having that extra life, I would say it's more likely that it's going to save you resources than Venom the Duck. Having that extra life to play with. Also, looking at them for like Alliance War defense perspectives, Nick Fury is also going to, you know, he's going to be the better defender there with that second life and all that too. But you still got to ask yourself, even though he's going to be better and could potentially save resources, in your case, is he going to? Or do you already have those situations covered, and can you possibly hold on to the gem for a little longer type of thing, you know? So think about stuff like that, but yeah, if you just want like an easy, short answer, then I'd say, geez, I almost said it. Then I would say Nick Fury. But dude, thank you very much once again for the 5. I really appreciate it. Man, I said I wasn't gonna be updating the big old D while on my laptop here to, unless like just I was gonna leave it at like one name. But I mean, if this is your first time sending over, we gotta shout you out, man. We gotta shout you out on the big D. Give me 1 sec. Hang on. And did I see Cade in here too? And do I see Donut Cop sending over 5 too? And do I see a hashtag Hobbit Raid too? Oh my god, all the things. All of the things. A bunch of other super chats. My goodness. Thank you guys. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. I'm not usually up at this hour, but when you wear a shirt like that, yeah, this gray shirt, this gray Target shirt for $5. Kid, it's good to see you, man. But Donut Cop, okay, where was your? Oh, your message is just hashtag Hobbit Raid. Oh, there we go, dude, coming in, Hobbit Raid, with style, I would say. Donut Comp, thank you very much. And what's up, Hobbit Raiders and all that? Welcome. Angelo sending over 2. Thank you very much. Where's your last one? Do you have a last one? Hang on, I gotta make sure not to lose 6-star points. And okay, we're fine. Where is... Hold on. Okay, pulled 5-star Punisher for the 7th time. He is Sig 120 now. How are you doing that, dude? What? Oh my god. Well, congrats, man. Sig 120. Crazy. Man, that Punisher is so rare, and you're just pulling him like he's nothing. That's nuts, dude. Angela, thank you very much for the 2. Samwise Gamer G sending over 2. Saying, read last if you can, please. Hashtag shine on. Okay. Your last one is... Got Science Awakening Gem, have Captain Beardo, Thing, Void, only 50 Science Stones, and any generic stones coming or going to go to Omega Red. I run Suicides. Just asking between the 2. Seems like it. Well, I think you were here for my whole Awakening Gem lecture. I see your name far enough back in the chat that you probably heard that whole thing. So I will say Void at, you know, he only, like, he's gonna have the most, generally he's gonna have the highest impact without having him like super high Sig level. Thing is great. Beardo, fantastic as well. But when it comes to you know, not having them at like a real high Sig level, Void is he's just gonna be better basically. Better to awaken in most situations. Gotta always throw out that little disclaimer. Because yeah, it also depends on what your goals are. Prestige, for example, could be a factor here, and Thing has by far the highest prestige. Could be the way that you want to go. You know, there's that to consider if prestige is a concern, or, you know, some people, what's it called? Some people, wait, actually, hold on. Read your message one more time. Did you say something about suicides? Okay, yeah, you run suicides. Okay. Well, I still use my Void, even with suicides. I just don't use them as much. And I know some people who have awakened their Voids and just, like, never touched them, you know? It really depends on, like, which fights you're taking and that sort of thing. So yeah, you gotta look at your own situation, but without any further info and all that, I would recommend Void just because he doesn't need as high a Sig level, and even if you don't use him all the time, he is still very useful. But thank you very much, dude. Oraplexian sent it over another 2 saying, oh, looks like it's time to delete names. Dang, dude. Just deleting folks out here. Alright, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. Let me finish not losing this fight. There we go. And names backspaced instead of deleted. But thank you, Oraplexian. Appreciate it, man. Give me 1 second here, too, guys. I also need to... Just realized I need to pop something open. Brian! Tara! What's up? Let me open this up. Okay. Right. Very good. Okay. Drunken Champion sending over $4 saying just trying to build a $5 wall. Hashtag McThor. Drunken Champion, thank you very much. Wait, give me... Oh, crap. Sorry, stinking laptop setup. Wait, hold on. Was there 2? They just sent? It's so hard to see sometimes on the laptop. Okay, yeah, you did send over another buck. Sent I messed up on the slider. Oh, man. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate the, hold on. Why is it showing up like this? Stinking laptop. Okay. All right. Well, dude, I appreciate the 5, but it's actually 7 now. I hate to say it. I really, to be honest, the wall thing. You guys know I love a good wall, but it's actually pretty tough to do this while while on my laptop here. So yeah, I was actually saying it the other night while on the laptop setup. The whole wall thing, it's really not easy for me to do, and I gotta stay on top of this grind. I do make, I kind of made an exception. I kind of said screw it, we'll do the wall thing, but it is a $7 wall at the moment, so yeah. But nonetheless, man, wall or no wall, I really appreciate the 5 they sent over. Assuming I didn't miss anything, at least. It'd be real embarrassing if I did. I don't think I did. What time is it there? It is 12:38. Angelo sent it over 5 more, saying, "Well then, let's make you work, build that wall." Oh my goodness, really? All right. Thank you very much, dude. If I miss this champion, though, Angelo, if I miss this champion, I think I got it. Alright, there we go. Thank you very much, dude. Alright, Ghost. Don't ghost me. Man, Ghost needs to learn how to play. Have you guys ever noticed when you're fighting against Ghost, she phases and then you just attack into her and she blocks like normal? Dummy. $7 wall, lucky number BG, or a Plexi, and you're so right. Hey, I'm the same time zone. Awesome. BG decided to use Skill Awakening Gem on new Aegon. Did a test run at rank 3, and he just crushed Realm of Legends. Just was a test, but kept going. Fun champ. Oh, yeah. He's great. Awesome. Do you read normal chat? Are you calling yourself normal chat? You gotta think more highly of yourself than that, man. You are super too. Just got my own collected, trying to keep pushing for first completion. I have Starkey and A at rank 4. Who should I bring to rank 4 next? Thing or Medusa, both unawakened. Both unawakened, I'd recommend Thing. Medusa, Medusa, she doesn't feel so powerful without her awaken ability, to be honest. She can still shut down robots, but that's about it. She can shut down robots and she's poison immune. I'll give her that. Give her both those things. But otherwise, she doesn't hit very hard without the Furies. And doesn't have the auto block, and yeah, just generally does not feel very strong. BG 100% variant 3 and pulled a rank 5 Cosmic Gem and pull Cole right after. Should I take him up? Cole is about to get an adjustment. I wouldn't do anything with Cole until we figure it out more. But should I take him up and, oh, I see, and hope for rank down tickets and get tier 5 basic. Also took my Ace Man to rank 5 and have enough tier 5 basic to either rank 5 Ghost or Cap Infinity. I mean, I would wait to see what's going to happen with Gold before you make a move like that. That advice is still the same. And I don't think you're asking for advice when it comes to Ghost or Cap, are you? It seems like you're just saying that you have enough. Well, that's awesome. Congrats on all the progress, man. Crushing Variant 3, all the rank ups and stuff. Good stuff, man. So you're staying in Jersey until Comic-Con, correct, Hector? I am. Yep. Can you Quake? Can I? Not really. I'm not that great at it. I don't really like Quake. Hey, you just got here. You probably answered the question 100 times already, but did you pop your Awakening Gem Crystal? Will we get a quick video about it? I did not pop my Awakening Gem Crystal, actually, and believe it or not, you're the first person to ask. Has not been asked 100 times. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna sit on it for a little while. I'm in no rush. The Glory of Man sent it over 5. Glory of Man, thank you very much, dude. Saying Oriplexian has one of the coolest names in the streams. Agreed. Always wanted to acknowledge that, especially a longtime supporter. Walls be built. Word. Glory Man, thank you very much, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay. But yeah, thank you, dude. Hashtag Dream and Raid. Hashtag where's Heisey? We getting a Dream and Raid too? Man, are we getting double raided right now? First a Hobbit raid, then a Dream and Raid. Time for Glory of Man thing. Oh my goodness. Swaggy Spoadster. I like it. Freaking 5-star helps, man. It's so annoying that you have to do it twice. Hey, would you just Awaken Void? Should I use all my stones to take him to Sig 140? He's a good champion to pump Sig stones into. You definitely notice a difference between low Sig and high Sig. It does depend on what other champions that you plan on pumping up though, Sig level wise. If you're going with generics, that is. Even when going with science. Because Void, although he benefits from high Sig level, he's also very capable at Sig level 1 even. So it kind of just depends on what your goals are and all that. But you're never gonna waste resources by feeding Sigs into Void. It's just gotta weigh your options still. BG, this is like day 3 or 4 of sitting on the floor with a perfectly good couch behind you. Are you repenting or for something? No, the couch is great. It's a nice couch, but this is the only way. This is the only way that I can do it. The way it's plugged in, the way that everything is connected to the laptop, and you know, having it an okay distance away from my head. Also, the laptop gets very hot if it's actually on my lap, so I need it in like a kind of need it to be off of me to be usable and all that. This is just the best spot for it. I don't know if you saw my message earlier, BG, but I got my 5th Mutant Awakening gem today. Jesus. AA, Domino, Omega, and Sunspot. Now time to save this one for Namor, I guess. Was hoping for Mystic for Doom. Well, bummer on the no Mystic, Swag Spoadster. There is a ghost in here. I feel it, guys. The lights, they keep flickering. Oh, my goodness. Wait, so 6 stars. Yeah, 6 stars are done. Cool. 6 stars are done. The 5 stars, they'll actually be up. They're going to start refreshing, and actually, some of them might be available right now. Just thinking about how I was kind of... when I was running my 5 stars earlier, I couldn't run them all at the, like, straight through. So some of them have a little bit different time. So some of them are probably available. Yep, there we go. Some of them are already available. But you know what? I'm going to run my 4 stars first. Just because all of my 550s are available. And then I can go back and run the others after that. Lakers Bodyguard sending over a buck. Lakers Bodyguard, thank you very much. Let me see where your last one is at. Your last one is Beaver. Remember I got sick? Me too. Oh no. So finally better, but you know what it took to go away, and Epiphany. I came to realize that I didn't say happy birthday. So happy birthday, Beaver. Oh, Lakers Bodyguard, even when you're sick, you're always thinking about me and my birthday. Even though it's not my birthday. Lakers Bodyguard, thank you very much, dude. Happy to hear that you're feeling a little bit better. Hopefully, if you're not 100% yet, hopefully you get there soon, man. Thank you very much for the buck, dude. Where is everybody getting Awakening from calendar? One is still weeks away. The calendar one is still weeks away? No, the calendar is either today or tomorrow. So there was a bug at the beginning of the calendar where some people, they were essentially a day behind, even though they logged in. It was just a bug. And so some people will be getting their Awakening Gems tomorrow, but if you're not getting your Awakening Gem today or tomorrow, then that means you must have missed some days, and hopefully you didn't miss too many days. Hopefully you will still get that Awakening Gem. Staying up tonight to pump out that Master time after time for Legendary Crystal. Really feel behind this month. Finally 100% Heroic Master and Uncollect. Need to do one killer and everything else. Dude, I am very far behind myself. I think there was just a lot going on this month. Really crazy. I didn't even really touch like the. Oh no! Please don't. Just don't pop. Oh man, I'm gonna be stunned after this too. Well. Oh, still won. Phew. But yeah, there's just a lot going on this month, man. I still have to finish up. I have a little bit left in Uncollected and Master to go. I think I already did my one run through the lower difficulties, but then time after time, tomorrow I'll be running that. Like crazy. So much to do, man. So little time. I gotta finish up this arena, then tomorrow the Tier 4 Basic, and the time after time stuff on probably 2 different difficulties. And oh god, my legs crunched up in this tight spot. Alright, I think that's better. Bring back this pillow. Get the cord out of here. Oh man, I said it yesterday, but I really miss my at-home streaming setup. It's nice. It's comfortable. This streaming setup, you know, I'm here. But man. Oh man. Rank 4 on Duped Sim Supreme or Duped Star-Lord. They are about as different of champions as it gets. You got to think about what your needs are. Do you need that extra? Do you need that damage dealer in Star-Lord, or do you need the utility of Sim Supreme? Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Star-Lord, and I would just go Sim Supreme. But yeah, it depends on what your needs are. Are you giving birth? Possibly. And what of it? Thankfully, lags help some of those energy refills. Yeah, the extra energy refills that we got from what's it called? From the Summer Showdown stuff helped. I did, you know, it was also, for me personally at least, there were a bunch of times this month where my energy was just capped out at 200, no, not at 200, at at 70, just for a while. During the Thing arena it happened, while traveling it happened. There was just a bunch of times where I just wasn't really able to spend my energy. I missed Awakening Gem from the calendar. I want to die. Well, bummer. I'm sorry to hear that, but it ain't the end of the world, man. There'll be others. Would you last, please? Cody. What do we got? Do you feel confident about getting the 5-star? No, Lakers Bodyguard, I do not. I do not feel confident. I'm just going to hope to sneak in there. BG got a Tech Gem, Awaken, Rank 4 Warlock, Sig 25 now. Beautiful. The issue now is Havoc for Prestige and Defense, or the Awesomeness of Warlock. Thoughts? The Awesomeness of Warlock is the answer. That's my thoughts. Warlock, he's too cool, man. He's too cool. Havoc's cool too, but I mean, come on, son. We're talking about Warlock here. I would much rather have a ranked up Warlock personally. He can be thrown on defense too. You know, he's a decent defender. If you were looking for a defender. You got a Mutant Gem. Thinking of Waking Sunspot. What do you think? Carl, I think Sunspot is cool. I think he has high prestige too, doesn't he? And I think I was only able to skim the Alliance chat earlier, so I couldn't see all that was going on. But I thought there was something about prestige that you mentioned or something like that. So maybe that, you know, is a factor for it. But I think he's cool. I think he's a fun champ. I really don't see a lot of people using Sunspot in like Alliance War or Alliance Quest. Really, oh, maybe there's that one path in Alliance Quest, but in Alliance War, I don't really see him used much. But he's a pretty cool champion if you have the luxury of just being a little bit more free with it. I don't know exactly what it's like for you. Final form at the end of the Abyss. Not my LMD in Act 5. Huh? What is going on here with this collector roleplay? BGE, should I rank 4 my Corvus or my Cap Infinity War? Depends on what your needs are. It's going to be Depends night, as usual. Wow, that sounds wrong, with Depends being adult diapers, but... anyway, those champions are very different, you know? What do you need? What do you need? You gotta ask yourself that question. They're both good champions. It's not like you're asking between a good champ and a crappy champ. I would say your masteries should be a very big factor in determining who you should rank between those two. So I can say that as some help, perhaps. If you run Suicides, then I would recommend going Corvus. If you do not run Suicides, then you know, Captain Beardo is much more enticing. But regardless of mastery setup, they're both good champs. You got my first Awakening Gem today, Mutant for Omega. Oh man, there you go. Dead End King, congrats. Congrats on now having one of the best champs in the game awakened. BG got 5-star Venom the Duct on, or why did I say Venom the Duct? 5-star Venom the Duck on my alt from a basic, and also on my main I completed Road to the Labyrinth 100%. Nice, good stuff. Congrats on both of those. Brian, how do you feel knowing I'm gonna keep the tier 5 basic and the tier 2 alpha needed to rank 3 as 6-star? My stash just waiting until I form a full tier 5 science to rank 3 Gulk, awakened or not. I think, hey man, it's your account. You do whatever you want. I know I wouldn't be making that move, but you know, it's up to you. Whatever you think is cool. You dare, Grant? Don't be absurd. I may have... Oh, what's that? A super chat came in. Jose Guzman, thank you very much for the $5. Yo, Brian, I just got a 5-star Skill Awakening Gem. What are your suggestions, Blade or Aegon? So I am a bigger fan of Blade than I am of Aegon, but it depends. As always, it depends. If your goal is Labyrinth of Legends, then Aegon is the superior champion. But if your goal is just to have a really useful champion in the game overall, then I think Blade is more useful. Personally, I think the sustainability that it has when awakened with that healing can save you a lot of resources. And just in general, you know, he doesn't have any ramp up, so he can be used more freely in areas like Alliance Quest and, you know, Alliance War and general questing purposes and stuff like that. Neither champion is bad though, and I think personal preference is going to carry a lot of weight here, and also depends if you want to what's it called? Depends on, you know, again, if you had a goal of something like Labyrinth of Legends, where you know, can benefit more from an Aegon. He's not only good in Labyrinth. It's just, oh, dude, this. Hold on, this Corvus fight. I'm getting wrecked. No. I got a feeling I'm not going to win this one. I cannot even use a special anymore. But yeah, he's not only useful in Labyrinth, but sometimes it can be difficult to find a strong use for him outside of it. Ha! Suck on that. That should kill him. But yeah, in general, I'd recommend Blade between the two. But again, let your personal preference and goals in the game determine the rank up. Neither is a bad choice. Jose, thank you very much for the 5, though, man. I appreciate it. Last, please, in a sarcastic tone. Okay, your last one is Collector is Subway. Like the sandwich? I know that wasn't really a sarcastic tone that I read it in, but are you calling the Collector the most common fast food restaurant in the world? I think that's true, right? Is it Subway? I think it's Subway. I think there's more Subways than like McDonald's or something like that. I don't know. What was this message from the Collector anyway, though? What is this? You dare, Grant, don't be absurd. I may have only recently started my... this word's too big for me. I am Tanaleer, the Collector, Elder of the Universe. Okay. It's nice to meet you. You got Cosmic Awakening Gem. Does Venom the Duck need to be awakened, or should I hold it for another champ? I generally recommend holding it for another champ. Venom the Duck's fantastic, and his awaken ability, it does make him even more fun. If you like Venom the Duck, then hey, you're gonna like him awakened too. But in general, other champions need it more. Damn it! Remember the Subway Dominoes we had? Hold on, what? The Subway. Don't. Subway Dominoes. Hey BG, what's up, Lasarian? How cool is this? Someone wrote, "Will you go to prom with me?" on my car, but they spelled it. Oh my god. They spelled it "stop parking on my spot, asshat." Ah, young love. Wow. Oh my god. What a typo. What a typo. But yeah, you know, when love is in the air like that, and you know, it's understandable. Feelings, they're running so high, and I hope you have a great prom night. Maybe we should have a talk before prom, though, just because there's a lot of pressure when it comes to prom night, and you may not be ready. Your body might not be ready for, you know, I'm going to stop here, actually. They had different meanings than the restaurant. Oh. Got it. Maybe is the collector at the subway, like, collects the fare, or just a homeless person asking for change in the subway? Oh. I got a 5-star mutant, and I awaken my AA and also dupe my 45 Sim Supreme, which is good for prestige, I guess. It's not just good for prestige. Sim Supreme's awaken ability in some situations can be very handy. Congrats. Good stuff. Collector is Subway. Yes. I'm just going to say yes. Corey, sending over 2. Corey, thank you very much, saying, the Collector, you are not wanted in these parts. Dang. Just straight up saying, get. Oh, man. Corey, thank you very much for the 2. Appreciate it. What did the Collector say? At Corey, time to send you a 5-star Iron Patriot. That's messed up. Don't be like that, Collector. Don't be like that, man. That's rude. BG, if you're handing out prom lessons, can I get a puberty lesson? I don't think I've ever recovered from puberty. Oh man, Gloria, man. Me neither. I don't really have much for lessons other than make sure you wear deodorant under both armpits. I think that's the puberty lesson I got. Oh man. God. Setup. I feel like I'm gonna yank the headset off my head. No, I was just not paying attention there. Well, wrecked. Oh well. Only 4-star points. J Matt Center 5J. Thank you very much. Saying BG quick. Who do I awaken with my 6-star generic gem? Do I go with Content Champion or Seaton MOL? Such a hard decision. Thanks for the advice. You go with Content Champion, of course. Content Champion, pumping out the content. Does Content Champion still upload videos, actually? I don't know. I want to go check it out, but I'm scared to look at the channel in case it has, like, one of those auto-playing video type things in the profile or something. But, yeah, I mean, Content Champion without the Awaken ability, I mean, come on. Come on, son. Unplayable. So you gotta get Content Champion Awakened to be the true champion. Jay, thank you very much for the 5, dude. That one is an easy decision, of course. Your boy Prolific said it over $3. Thank you very much. Saying, I have 2 skill gems, 5-star. Should I awaken Blade? I mean, he's a great champion to awaken, so I'm leaning towards yeah. But if you were here for my Awakening Gem speech earlier, it really just depends on what your needs are. If you're getting by just fine without having Blade awakened, if you don't really find yourself using Blade very much at all, then hey, hold on to that gem until you come across a situation where you do need him awakened. Because there's going to be other skill champions that could add to this game. There's going to be other champions that that you want to awaken and all that. So there's no rush until you need to do it. But I do really think that Blade's Awaken ability is one of the best in the game. That healing and all that is fantastic. So yeah, he's a great champion to awaken. But thank you very much, Prolific. I appreciate it. Thank you. Impinch also sent it over $1 saying tips for farming refills. Put off event quest and don't want to use units. For farming refills, well, I mean, there's refills available in Act 4, but it's kind of a spend energy to get energy type of situation. And even if you can let's say, spend less than a full bar of energy to get that energy refill, you're still spending a lot of time collecting those on content that is done already, I have to assume, if you're just like going back to farm refills out of there. So, you know, the best thing to do is just to drop the units. There's really no other way around it. Drop them units. Try not to delay things so much next month, and pretty much all you can do. As far as I know, at least. But thank you very much for the buck. Warplexi saying last video was a month ago from ContestChampion. Used Publisher 2099 to post the video. Wow. Oh, ContestChampion. Sorry, man, just having a giggle at my own sarcasm. Oh no, it's all good, dude. It's all good, man. Hello there, fine sir. Dap, what's going on? And hold on, what is this from Edgar? Oh wait, never mind. Carrot Gang invasion? What is that? I don't know what that is in all those carrots. That's not some sort of raid, is it? Remember that time you overcame the odds with Blade? Do you mean to not pull Blade? Yeah, I remember the time. Where I opened up more crystals than I should have to pull Blade and didn't get them. I remember that. I raided you, but you ignored me. I got dapped. I didn't ignore the Dreamin' raid. That is a lie. Did not ignore. Wait, I did ignore you. I didn't read your message. Your message was very delayed # Dreamin' raid. But hey, other people came and raided, and I acknowledged the raid then. BG for SA, it seems Kabam removed the Awakening Gem points, which was 5k if I remember correctly. It seems kind of lame to do that. Really? Interesting. I wonder if that's a bug or intended or something. It's weird. Came in like 30 minutes after the Raiders? Yeah, well, that ain't my problem. You get one acknowledgement, and that's it. Hey, I have 40,000 5-star shards. Do you think I should open basics or save for Doom? Well, you'd be saving for a while. I don't necessarily think it's the worst idea to save. If you have the luxury of having a strong roster right now, and you're in the position where you can save, I don't think it's a bad idea. But if you do not have that luxury, if your roster is not the strongest and you're struggling to get through content today, then just pop those crystals. Don't wait. You might get something that'll help save resources going forward, help you to collect more resources, pop more crystals in total. Because with, yeah, I mean, you never know if you're actually going to pull the champion you're saving for and all that. What are you, Goku? No. I'm Krillin. Can't you tell by my head? Good day, good people, and Brian Bobic Grant. Wow. What's up, Dale? Yeah, more like Frieza. This isn't even my final form. Man, I was thinking about this the other day. It's been a very long time since I watched Dragon Ball Z, and I kind of want to watch Dragon Ball Z. Like from start to finish, the whole thing, man. It would probably take a long time, huh? Probably get in some good grind time while watching that. And all the hours, it's probably about 5 minutes of total actual fighting in the many hours of that series. ABG, is it worth giving Omega an Awakening Gem knowing I can't take him to high Sig and don't run suicides? No, save that Awakening Gem. Save the Awakening Gem. He doesn't necessarily need suicides to be a useful champion, but he does need a higher sig level, I feel. And I mean, even without being awakened, technically you can use him in some situations, but he's just not going to be very strong. And the difference between not being awakened and sig level 1 or whatever, it's just not a big enough difference. You might as well wait until you get some sig stones, and by the time you've saved up enough sig stones to make it worth it, hopefully you will have naturally awakened the champion, and you could just save the awakening gem. When you're at Comic-Con, could you ask Kabam why there's so many coincidences with awakening gem and signature drop rates? I don't know if I can ask him that or not, because I feel like it is just coincidences. There are lots of people. There's only 6 class types. Some people do double up and triple up and all that, but some people get a good variety, good mix. I think it's all just RNG. The BG is 10 mil good for the 4-star Voodoo Arena? Yes. Yeah, for the 4-star selector thing, 10 million is more than enough. Congrats on your selector and Voodoo if that's who you're picking. BG, when are you opening unified crystals? I don't know. I still have a lot of that content to do. I got a lot more to collect. So maybe I'm gonna have to do it before I pick the champion I want out of this selector, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Is 5-star OG Thor worth Awakening Gem? In my opinion, no. Kind of worth it, but kind of not. Like, in my opinion, there are better cosmic champions than OG Thor, but OG Thor, he's a unique champion. He's not even in the basic crystal, so how else are you going to get him awakened? And if you picked him up in some way just to kind of have fun with an OG legend of the game, well, gotta awaken him somehow. So yeah, in that regard, it can be worth awakening. But oh darn, I thought for sure you'd be streaming with Rich, because he's in New York, right? Is that why you're saying that? He's not streaming right now, is he? But no, yeah, he sent me a message saying that he'd be he traveled a bit early for Comic-Con just like I did, and asked if I wanted to hang out and stuff. But he's in New York, I'm in New Jersey. It's just not that easy to get there. Like, it's not that hard either, but it is still a bit of travel for me. It's about 45 minutes there, 45 minutes back, not counting time like waiting for the train and stuff. So yeah, probably just gonna hang here until actual Comic-Con. Time after time event takes way too much damn time. Agreed. Should I use class gem on 5-star Doc Voodoo or Ghost Rider? Personal preference. They're both solid champions. I personally never really used Ghost Rider that much, but that also may be because I don't have a 5-star blade. And I know some people love their 5-star Ghost Riders, use the crap out of Ghost Rider. I end up using I end up using Voodoo a decent amount, a lot more than I ever use Ghost Rider. So on a personal level, I would say Voodoo, but it's totally personal preference and what your needs are. They're both great. A bit of travel wouldn't be bad. Gotta fit in that suit somehow. It's true, but unless I'm walking to New York, I ain't exactly gonna be losing weight. But I've been doing good past few days, eating only healthy foods. I have been getting a little bit of exercise, not Not exactly hitting the gym, lifting weights and stuff, but I'm getting in some exercise. I think I'll get there. If I keep this up, I'll get there. The problem is, sometimes the bad foods, they entice. They entice. Also cannot wait to have sun reflected off your perfectly bald head towards my eyes, blinding me for the eternity of like 4 days. Yeah, dude. That's right. You're going to Comic-Con too. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there, man. What's your favorite champion? Venom the Duck. Who would you awaken, the champion, Archangel, or Scarlet Witch? I would not awaken the champion. It would be between Archangel and Scarlet Witch. Those two champions are both very strong. I lean more towards Archangel between the two. I think they're both good, but Archangel, some of the things that Archangel can do are just very unique. And yeah, I'd have to go for Archangel. If you have a lot of Sig Stones that you can throw into Scarlet Witch, she's certainly worth awakening too, but I just gotta go with Archangel. Hi BG, what up? I'm a bro cocky. He's saying pull the trigger and rank 5 Domino. Pulled 5-star Havoc and Red Skull. How good is Red Skull Power Drain? It's okay. It depends on the situation. It's alright in some situations, but for the most part, yeah. For the most part, he's a little bit of a mediocre champion. Today was my 6th day in a row hitting the gym. Since I won't be next week, can't be missing out on those gains. Yeah, man, totally. I hear ya. I'm the same way. I'm a liar. That's good, Hector. Staying strong, man. Good to hear. Everyone asks about MCOC. No one asks, how is BG? Leonardo, thank you for asking about me. I'm going through a lot right now. And I'm glad you brought this up. I'm actually going to close the game out right now. And just... Can I please just pour my heart and soul out to you guys for a moment? Please? Just allow me this safe space. Just kidding. No, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing real good. Hopefully you are too. Hopefully everybody is. Just kind of chilling, waiting for Comic-Con, grinding out this arena. MCOC is me. You know, it's it's all I do. You're the best YouTuber in the world. Well, that can't be true, but thank you very much. What do you think of 5-star Doctor Strange and Black Widow? Are they still useful to clear content? Are they annoying defenders, or are they just niche? I don't think they're great. Black Widow and Doctor Strange. I think well, they're not totally useless. I think if you have a high level Black Widow, can be used to counter some of the really annoying defenders in the game, even like Thing, for example. I think Black Widow can counter Thing. I haven't really seen it. There might be video proof out there, but I haven't really seen it. None of my actually, do any of my alliance mates have a Sig 200 5-star Black Widow? Maybe they do. I don't know. But none that come to mind, at least. Doctor Strange, I feel he's not totally useless either, but he just seems to be better champions than those two. At the end of the day, it's the bottom line about those two champs. Champion Nova, I'm canceling my NYCC plans. Sorry to disappoint. Wow. So I got a Mystic Gem from the calendar and don't have anyone to use it on except Doctor Strange. Well, Roboto, there are more Mystics coming soon, and oh my god, I have to change position again. Oh, this floor. There are more Mystic Champions coming soon. I'd say sit tight. Unless you just really like that strange fella. Hector is the biggest troll I know. Agreed, Star. I want to give you money, but I don't have any. Oh, don't worry about it, man. It's all good. You don't have to give me money. You could hang out in here for free. These are free to participate streams. I don't know. I never know the right word. Free to watch, free to whatever. This thing is free. I was about to say, how dare you forget about DAP? Wait, was there a DAP raid? I saw a DAP in here. Are you behind? Are you possibly behind in the chat? 'Cause I said DAP's name a while ago. I know we got 2 raids. Wait, is DAP still in here? DAP, are you streaming after my stream? I know we were talking about possibly like switching times for streams and stuff, but I'm kind of just streaming whenever I can. It's not easy for me to have a set time right now. 24-hour stream, I got 100 for you if you go uncollected. At some point, man, but right now I'm like at my parents' place visiting for Comic-Con. It ain't happening anytime in the next couple weeks, at least. It's not happening in the month of October either. Traveling again for a wedding. Oh my God, guys, when is the traveling gonna end? I'm really tired of all this traveling stuff. I said at some point near the beginning of the year, maybe like March or April or something like that, that I had like, there was like 3 times that I was gonna travel or something. That was before I found out about Summoner Showdown, and then also like 2 other additional dates got added to that. So like total on the year, oh man, I've never come close to traveling so much in 1 year. The 3 times for the Summoner Showdown, now staying for Comic-Con, 2 weddings, holidays, of course. Oh man, it's a lot. I know some people are like those frequent flyers, especially depending on what you do for a living. Could be flying every week, every other week, something like that. I'm not at that level, but man, for me this is a lot in 1 year. BG, you got a 5-star Venom the Duck today. Aw, yeah, congrats, man. When's the next item of the stream, BG? It's gonna have to be sometime after I get back to Washington. I don't know though. It's a little bit tough to say at the moment, but it's not gonna be for another couple weeks at least. Why do you love this game so much? Just asking. It's a good game. I think, you know, it's sometimes hard to put into words why we like the things that we like, but I think when it comes to MCOC, it reminds me of the games I grew up liking that were a little bit more involved than just like, yay, I beat this on my first try because it's so easy, and I don't really have to think while playing this. It's whatever, just kind of, you know, like, I don't know, I think a lot of games these days are, it's fine that they're like this, but I think that they're like, I don't know, man. I feel like they're dumbed down almost, where things are very streamlined, very, okay, if you don't get on your first try, we're going to make sure that you have all the tools to get it on your second try. Like, there's no real thinking involved. Stuff just kind of happens automatically. In MCOC, the game is hard. The game is hard. You're not given everything right away. You have to make interesting decisions about what champions you want to rank up, and a lot of interesting decisions in this game. Not just rank up decisions. What you want to do with your time, because you cannot do everything. You just got to figure out what's best, what you enjoy doing. Or also, yeah, Auroplexian said it, good game and the community keeps it alive also. Yeah, the community is huge for this game as well. Which any game that I've ever spent like a lot of time in has always had a strong community behind it. Hugely important. But I think sometimes Kabam doesn't get enough credit for this. You know, some people might think, oh, it's just kind of lucky that there's a good community for this game. I don't think it's lucky at all. Well, maybe a little bit. Because, you know, you never have full control of anything when you're, you know. I'm sure, you know, yeah, I'm sure Kabam they didn't know exactly how things were going to go when they were developing this game. But there are things that are put in place that drive that community aspect of MCOC. Some things that can feel downright annoying at times, like the linked nodes in Alliance Quest. Hate linked nodes. I feel like everybody hates linked nodes, but on some level, man, that's what has forced us to group up and get into these line chats with one another and all that stuff. And some of the crappy things that we kind of just go through together as brought us together. And without those things, the game wouldn't be nearly as good. So, Brian, want to see my new desk? Star, of course. Your boy Prolific sending over another 5. Thank you very much. Saying, I beat Ultron Act 5 with Void, but he's in war. Is there another option? I have 4-star 550 Corvus. Yeah, Corvus can absolutely do it. Take down that Ultron? Yeah, absolutely. You just got to be careful about when you trigger debuffs. Do not parry stun when he has the... that Ultron, he has like the dormant buffs where they're grayed out, but if you trigger a debuff on Ultron, it activates those buffs, which you may already be aware of since you already took him down, but just tossing it out there as a reminder, perhaps. So yeah, you just don't want to parry stun when he has the power gain or the regen buff going, but otherwise, you know, you can fight him like normal or bait out heavy attacks and all that. And yeah, Corvus, I would say, is a great option for that boss. Fantastic option for that boss. Prolific, thank you very much. What does that put you up to? Hang on. I think that's 8 for you, right? I believe. I think so. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate that. Let me update. This is a big old D. There we go. Thank you, dude. But yeah, Corvus is going to be a fantastic option. Especially if you're able to... I don't know if you're able to squeeze a Proxima on the team to get like the anti-evade thing going too. Tweeters, Brian? Oh, yeah, that's right. I would have to go to Tweeters to see the desk, huh? Alright, hold on. Let me check it out. I don't want to stop the grind. So I'm going to check it out while grinding. Give me a sec. Angelo sent it over to saying no last. Alright, just to reclaim rightful ownership of the D. Is that what it is? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the now $9 from you. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I want to check on AQ as well. Just joined your channel? Well, welcome. Would you prefer iPhone or Android? Well, this game runs better on iPhone. Otherwise, normally I prefer Android. Use desk. It's a nice looking desk. Damn it, where's the tweet go though? Okay, use desk, $68, paid for it. Nice. Getting that used discount, always good. Save a bit of cash. Hang on. Alright. Oriplexian sent it over too, as well, saying, "Don't forget me." I'm gonna say it like you're falling off of a cliff for some reason. Don't forget me. Like I was holding on to you. And of course, if I was actually holding onto your arm off the side of a cliff, I would go down with you because I don't have that kind of strength. But let's just say for a moment that it was I had the butterfingers and I let you go. Notice how there's no situation where I save you. But anyway, I'd probably go down with you. But if you just went down on your own, I'd imagine you'd be going, "Don't forget me." Eventually you'd hit the ground. This is a really dark... I don't know why I'm saying this, man. You're very kind to send over another $2. And I'd Poor Plexian, I know. I know he shouldn't. Rip me. I'm so sorry. I'm just not that strong. But Oriplexian, thank you very much for the for the now $9. Alright, do I have any 4 stars left to run? Yes, one more team of 4 stars. Then, I could start the... no. I want to check AQ. Load these guys in real quick. Let me go check on AQ. But then I want to run these guys, and then I want to start my 5 stars. And get those back on cooldown. Alright. Bummer. I don't know if we're going to get that node cleared tonight. Might have to wait for the morning. We were backed up in AQ today for a couple reasons, but anywho, let's go back to Arena. Somehow that reminded me of "My Heart Will Go On" from Celine Dion. Now I'm imagining that song playing while it's happening. It's playing. It's not actually like the real song playing while I'm dropping Oriplexian to his inevitable death. It's just like a soft piano version of it, but there's enough there that you can tell that it's that song, and everyone knows the lyrics, and it's a sad day. But it had to happen. I don't know why this has to happen, but it has to happen. Never go hiking with me, Oriplexian. I think that's what we've learned today. Never go hiking with me. Who are you selecting? The champion. Hopefully, if I get him. If I get the selector. That's what I'd like to select. Oriplexian is the Winter Soldier? Oh dear, I shall have to update his champion description. Is that what happens in Winter Soldier? I didn't see those movies. BG hard pillows or soft? Goldilocks, just right. I would say a little bit on the firmer side, though. BG, I was late, and I know you probably talked about this, but what gem did you get? Any idea who'll use it on? I have not popped it open yet, Carl. I will be hanging on to it for a while, probably. Is what happens to Bucky? Oh, is it? Okay, alright. Brian Grant, you appear to be dangerous. Don't make me put you in a crystal. Ah, shit it. You think I'm afraid of you? I'm uncollected, man. I'm uncollected. Alright, let's run these. How do you imagine this game's end times? We all wish this game won't end, but how do you see those days? I don't know. I don't really think about it too much because the game is going to go on for a very long time. I guess I always think that I'm going to get tired of the game before the game like dies, you know? But to be honest, I see myself playing this game for a while to come still. So yeah, I don't know. I think eventually they'll stop adding new champions. I think eventually they'll stop adding new champions. Or maybe just release like maybe they'll keep releasing new champions, but they'll just be like different skins of those champions. And I mean like you know how we get different versions of Iron Man and Spider-Man and stuff like that. They're different skins, but they're also just completely different champions. All their abilities are different and stuff, right? I imagine at some point they would have to like pull development from the project, but in order to keep making money, they would add like a different costume, but it would actually just be a complete re-release of a character. So like Phoenix here, we would get Dark Phoenix, the Dark Phoenix that actually is just a mirror image of this Phoenix that was in the game during her month when a Phoenix was added. Funny how that, what a coincidence of what I'm talking about, just ended up working out. But yeah, I imagine they would do stuff like that. And I don't know. Usually when games start to die off, they have this kind of they have like they basically slow the development, still try to make money, but just don't put much money back into the project, and eventually when it gets to the point where they stop making money altogether, then they just turn off the servers. But I mean, you think about Marvel, you think about if Marvel is gonna go down anytime soon, and you think about all the other Marvel games and how good this one is and how unique it is and everything. This game ain't dying anytime soon. I've been a sub for a year on a different account. Please see me. Well, you've been seen. Thank you for subbing. It's basically the same thing they were doing with their Transformers game. Well, I heard some stuff about the Transformers game that at one point they stopped adding new characters. Were we just talking about this recently, or was this something I might have been talking about this? Was it Crafty that I was talking with us about at over the Summoner Showdown weekend? We were kind of just talking about this. I think it was Crafty that was talking about it. Anyway, apparently there was some time with the Transformers game where they weren't adding new characters and the content was just getting like recycled and stuff like that. But apparently that's like they're back to adding new characters again. I don't really know what I never played the Transformers game. I never played the Transformers game. I don't really intend to. So I don't know how things go for that game. I can certainly imagine that game doesn't pull in anywhere near as much money as this one does. But I bet it still pulls in money, and I wonder if maybe they had to like change staff, or like imagine if for some reason they had to let go of like some of the character designers or something like that for it's Forge to Fight, right? For Forge to Fight, it's probably a pretty unique thing, like the making art for those, like the bots and designing their abilities and stuff like that. It probably takes some time to kind of fill that role and make sure that the quality's there and everything. So maybe something like that happened where maybe they just for some reason have to let somebody go, or they quit. Doesn't have to be that they got fired, or laid off, or whatever. It's all speculation, though, man. I have no idea what's going on with that game, but I did hear for a little while that they were kind of recycling content. Transformers had potential, but not nearly as polished as MCOC. That's why I gave up on it, unfortunately. I mean, they're just basically the same game, right? Like, I know there's some differences. I know you have, like, a different way to swipe, where it's swiping on, like, the Z-axis or whatever. But I don't think the game necessarily needs that. Otherwise, it is a clone of this game at the end of the day, though. Lovely streams, BG. If I could donate, I would. Oh, don't worry, man. Don't sweat it. The donations, they're appreciated and all that, but it is not necessary, man. Just come, hang out, have a good time. You could do all that stuff for free. Aegon, Omega, Hyperion thing, 5-star class awakening worthy. Yes, all of them can be worthy. It just depends on what your needs are. But Hyperion's a great champion to awaken. He gains a lot even from just Sig level 1. Thing, I would say, I wouldn't recommend awakening Thing unless you had a bunch of Sig stones to pump into him. Omega, the same situation. And Aegon, the only way I would really awaken Aegon is if you wanted to use him for Labyrinth of Legends. But they are all fantastic champs that can be worth awakening. And hi from Australia. What up, Australia? What time is it over in Australia land? Don't even know. It's gotta be, I'm thinking like early morning or mid-afternoon or something like that. Fighting was different, yeah, exactly, but like the openings and everything were not nearly as polished. It's, you know, this is just my personal opinion on things, but I'm really not into like the futuristic tech type stuff as much as I am you know, just like people having like special powers, special ability, like that to me is always going to be cooler than, well, it's a robot in disguise. Like, you know, I'm sorry if that sounds insulting to all the like, 'cause I know there's probably a lot of Transformers fans in here right now, and I probably just crapped on something that you guys like a lot. But I don't mean it like that, guys. I just mean in terms of which is cooler. You know, they could both be cool, but in terms of which is cooler, yeah, these characters, they just have more personality to me. I feel like there's more that you can do with their abilities. Less limitations. Your imagination, I feel, can run wild more so with these characters. Wait, 3:45 p.m. Really? Dang. In Melbourne. Okay. Got it. I don't know. I've always felt that way though. Not just about like Transformers and Marvel. You know, I think the first time I realized it was when I was like, I was, you know, huge diehard Blizzard fan. You know, the PC game company, even though they're not exclusively PC game, but whatever. You know, just being so into like Diablo 2 and Warcraft and stuff like that. But then StarCraft just has zero desire to play that game because it's all futuristic space sci-fi type stuff, and I just generally don't care about that stuff. Optimus Prime sending over $5 saying we're not cool. Autobots roll out. Dang, Optimus Prime. I'm sorry, man. Please don't annihilate me. Let me live, man. Please. Optimus Prime, I take it all back. You're super cool. You're neato. There's no need to roll out. But Optimus Prime, thank you for the 5. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hi Brian, what would be the best place to use the potions revives that one gets from the 12k Cavalier deal? Really just trying to go through whatever content you have available. There's, I would say, the best rewards in the game currently for the effort put in, especially, is it comes from variant, the variant difficulties. And as for which variant is going to be easier for you to target, that depends on your champions. Variant 1 is the most difficult, but between Variant 2 and Variant 3, it's going to depend on the champions that you have. So maybe look to target one of those, or try to do a single clear of 6.2, something like that, I'd say. Or Labyrinth, of course. BG also, aesthetically, Forged to Fight was too techy even for me, who loves sci-fi. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, to be honest, I don't know exactly what the game looks like. I have seen screenshots, and when the game first came out, I did watch a video. I don't know, somebody was playing it. Actually, a lot of people in MCOC were playing it. It's so crazy, man. How people were like, it was one of those funny things to me where like people would rage at MCOC, like, I hate this game and F Kabam and all this stuff, and then it's like, guys, Kabam made a new game. It's exactly like MCOC. I can't wait to play it. You know, I remember thinking at the time, like, what? People are crazy, man. People are crazy as hell. But I mean, it makes sense. This game's good and awesome and all that. So I don't really blame people for checking out Forged to Fight. I just thought it was funny at the time. But yeah, I think I remember watching a video from like Legacy or something like that. Someone. Just to see, just for curiosity, but. Also, the economy is so much better in this game, are you saying? Wait, what's going on here? Dude, you gotta take it easy on the spam. You just gotta sit back, chill out a bit, not send so many messages through the chat, please. If that's what is going on, and we got 2 people spamming now. BG design-wise, MCOC is so clever. Like the whole S to XL champs managed to even get Sentinel scale working. Fortune Fight was missing that among many things I know. Yeah, I mean, does it have any type of like size scaling like that? Because you're right, there are like very unique things about MCOC that it feels like it was an accident at first. I don't know if it was an accident, man. Like, there's certain things that I always wonder if Kabam just kind of fell into, just like. So like the way that the different characters have slightly different spacing when they dash back, slightly different, like just with their animations. Like even some champions, it feels like it's easier to intercept with them, based off their animation. Like I don't even know how much of it is just in our heads, but there's definitely some differences between the champions. There's no doubt about it. And I always wonder, like, how much of that is just because they wanted to make the animations really cool, and that was the only way for it to work. Or if they just kind of embraced it and said, like, you know what, it does give, like we need a way to make each character feel a little bit more different, since they have, you know, since it is a lot of just 5-hit combos and stuff like that with the characters. Whatever the case may be, whether it was an accident or on purpose or whatever. And clearly they have embraced it at this point, but I'm talking about way back originally. Things like that I'm, you know, curious about. Depending on which developers are at Comic-Con, I may have to ask them. Have you ever played Undertale? I've never played Undertale. I'm very slightly familiar with the game. There's, it's got good music. And people remix the music and stuff like that, and some people have made some really good remixes for the game. And that's about all I know about the game. I did, because I was like into the music for it, I kind of I think I watched a video one time on like the story for it, maybe. I don't remember much though. I kind of want to play it though. Kind of want to play it, basically. That's what I'm getting at. Noah, I would really read Star's last message there, and yeah, try dropping the subject, try not spamming, and you're more than welcome in the chat, but not when you're spamming like that, man. Nick Fury is insane with Hela and Heimdall synergy. How does that even work? I don't even know. BG, to be fair, I think Kabam was testing the waters with Forge to Fight. Who knows how long they actually spent on it? Yeah, I mean, I bet it's one of those things where it's like, we got a real moneymaker here with MCOC. You know, people love this game. They did a great job making it. You know, all credit goes to them on that, man. It's a great game, right? So you gotta give credit where it's due. It's a great game, but I'm sure there was somebody like an exec or someone on the management level, or just like, or even maybe not even that. Maybe just like one of the creative dudes that came up with this game might have just been like, you know what, we can very easily adapt this to a different universe. Let's get a different license. We'll make a few tweaks here and there, but for the most part probably use the same engine and everything. And hey, we got another game. Now we don't just have two sources of income, two games made, or sorry. Now we just don't just have one game making money. Now we have two. I mean, they have other. Wait, I don't even know what games Kabam has, because I know this wasn't their first game, MCOC. But I don't know what other games they have. I think they mostly dealt with like web-based games, right? At one point, I know they took over Realm of the Mad God, which, God, I love that game. But I think they had like some other like Facebook type games or something. I don't know. I never played any of those. Never played a single game on Facebook. I don't even like Facebook, period. Let alone play a game on it. ABG, what's up? Just got a skill gem and it's going for Nick Fury. What's your thoughts about it? Or what's the other about him? I think that is Nick Fury. He's great. He's great. I think I think he's worth awakening. You know, when Nick Fury first came out, I had my doubts about him being worth to awaken, only because I guess I was only thinking about his offensive potential, which is there. Oh, star, I see the word, but sorry, I saw it before and I forgot to go back to it. I'll go back to it in a sec. But yeah, Nick Fury. I think he always had some offensive potential. And it's never that I thought that it was like a bad idea to awaken him, but I was kind of hesitant to recommend it because I thought that's all he had was like an offensive champ. And you know, it kind of depended on if people liked his play style, and a lot of his damage came from bleed, and a lot of the more difficult defenders in this game are bleed immune and all that. But it also turns out that he's not just a good attacker, he's also one of the better defenders in the game. I'd put him among like the top 5 most annoying to fight for me personally. A bunch of good nodes, strong nodes that he's good on. So, you know, offensively he's solid. He's got strong synergies with another very strong champion with Sparkles. And then on defense, he can be useful there too. So, Black Sarah from Zen over 2 saying, BGE, can you time 1 parry to 1 fart? Hashtag spam. Black Seraphim, gladly. Give me 1 sec. Let me get in this next fight. But okay, the word from star equals scurryfunge. Scurryfunge? Scurryfungy. Scurryfunge, I feel like that's what it is. Scurryfunge? I feel like scurryfunge is when you hastily funge. I don't know. What the hell is that? No? Hold on. A scurryfunge. I'm changing my thoughts on this. I'm thinking it's a type of insect. A nickname for a type of insect. A bug, if you will. That is very fast moving. Can jump all around and stuff. And likes to eat citrus fruits. Yeah. You were given enough warnings, dude. Come back on a different account if you don't want to spam anymore. That is my guess on scurryfunge, though. I'm sure I'm right in that. Oh, dude, I forgot the time. One parry to 1 fart. Black Seraphim coming right up, dude. And the collector also sending over $1. There we go. Just move past that fart parry. Collector is saying, Mr. Grant. What is this, Mr. Grant? I sincerely thank you for helping me to interact with the understand mortals. With and understand mortals. Oh man, reading. You are truly fascinating and even beautiful. Wow. Farewell. I must go prepare the abyss for battle. Wow. All right, Mr. Collector. Thank you very much for the nice message. Good luck with your abyss. Hope it's everything you want it to be. What's up, B. Daniels? So my blade for the 2nd war in a row. Got a kill on node 21. All or nothing. No idea how he keeps getting them. Also, hi, BG. How's New Jersey treating you? New Jersey's good, man. It's nice to be here. I'd miss my streaming setup. This one puts a real shine on my noggin. It's kind of uncomfortable, but other than that, man, it's good being here. Dude, Blade's kind of annoying to fight, though. I've died to Blade before. I've had close calls against him, not just on the times where I died. Like, he's annoying. Wait, we got a definition here for scurry fungus. Verb, to rush around cleaning when company is on their way over. Hastily, check. Oops, you scratched it out, never mind. Well, when you clean, you want to clean so you don't get bugs. So I feel like I should still get partial credit. Give me a 35%. Yeah, it's still a failing grade, but I don't care. BGE, I have 5-star Fury. What I'm struggling with is because his main offense is bleed. Why would I use him over Blade? Serious question, not really sure. It's a fair question. In most situations, you don't really have to use him over Blade. You can just keep using Blade, and you have the regeneration to back him up and all that. Yeah, it's kind of like I was just saying. That's why I struggled to say Fury was even worth an Awakening Gem at one point. That was loud and wet. Was it? That parry fart was so satisfying. Wow. Got a lot of fans of the parry fart. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of situations where you would totally use Blade over Fury. But there are a bunch of situations, like I've seen my alliance mates use Nick Fury in Alliance War offensively, along with being that annoying defender like I was talking about. Nick Fury, he doesn't have the healing outside of his second life, but what he lacks in that healing, he makes up for in extra offensive capabilities. So his bleed is stronger, and in most situations that doesn't matter, but for example, fighting a invisible woman boss, you're not going to be able to do that fight with Blade. So fighting Invisible Woman, which is, believe it or not, one of the more annoying bosses to fight. This is kind of a recent revelation here with Invisible Woman. In the past, I don't know, I guess last season people figured it out, maybe before that even, but last season I think is when it started to become a little bit more common. The end of last season, I think. And we've seen it a bunch this season, and I'm sure we're going to see it a bunch more going forward. But Invisible Woman's kind of annoying as a boss because of how everything scales with the nodes, like her force fields and stuff like that. And the bleeds really help to cut through all that. I think, what is it? I haven't even done that fight in so long. I haven't fought an Invisible Woman in a very long time. I think it's when she has a bleed on her that she can't go invisible. I think. I don't know. But yeah, that extra damage, even when the opponent is bleed immune, you can deal a lot of damage going just unstoppable with your Furious Fury thing. I'm not really an expert with the character, so I don't really have like all the details to go over, to be honest. I have him at rank 4. He's been rank 4 for a long time, and I just don't use him. He's unawakened, and yeah, I don't really have a use for him at the moment. I have an Awakening Gem, but you know, it's kind of like I was saying earlier, even though I have an Awakening Gem, and even though Nick Fury is a good champion to awaken, I'm only going to awaken him the day that I need to use him. Otherwise, I might as well keep holding out. Maybe I'll awaken the champion naturally and save this gem. BG battle group done in war. So nice. Another deathless war with 6 fights taken. B. Daniel's nice, dude. One being a debuff immune hype. Oh, dude. It's no easy fight. Hyperion. Screw Hyperion. I hate Hyperion. I hate fighting Hyperion. I love playing as him, but I hate fighting him. But well done, dude. Good stuff. I would think BG dislikes talking about Nick Fury because he grinded him and Kabam subsequently fixed him. Yeah, the fix. Not salty about it at all. No, I don't hate it. I'm only talking about it, but what can you do, man? That situation it is still annoying. I still wish that Kabam was. I see it like. I don't even hate that Kabam made that change. It was just about. It was how they went about that change, where they let everybody believe that it was working as intended. Didn't feel the need to talk about it at all until it was time to make the fix. Let us all put that time and units and, for some people, money. Swaggy, will you make a guide for 6.2 when you finish the item list streams? I haven't touched it yet. I'm in no rush, but I'd love to see what you'd recommend for the first clear champion pathwise. Yeah. Is that what you were asking? Swag's supposed to, I guess so. You were asking to scroll up. I guess that's what it was. So yeah, the intentions for 6.2 is to make guides for all of it, for like each individual path. There's a couple things though that might throw a wrench in the works for it. So 6.2, so when they came out with the 6.3 beta, they talked a lot about like things that they like the feedback from 6.2 and how that's going to change the development for Act 6 going forward, and just the development of all the content going forward, I guess. What was I going to say? I'm thinking it's possible that they might remove the gates from 6.2. And if they remove the gates, then that's a huge change, and I don't want to, I don't want to put time into these guides, and then, talking about all these gates and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden they just yank them. Plus, I do need to finish the content anyway, so I figure after I finish the content, after 6.3 is released, and we have a bit more info, I'm even going to ask them at Comic-Con, like, straight up, like, hey, I want to make content about 6.2. Do you guys plan on removing these gates? Just please let me know, like, before I waste my time. I don't even know if they would tell me. If they could even share info like that, but I'm going to ask them, and yeah. But eventually, yeah, I do plan on making guides for like each individual path of 6.2. So I feel like the content was hard enough that it deserves it. Nick Fury was fixed within 24 hours of the video posted on Reddit. Think maybe that is when they became aware. I don't know, man. I don't think so. There was content creator videos made, and I know I can't say for certain that they watched like all the content creator content for Nick Fury, but I do know that they watched those videos sometimes, like the developers of the characters even, watch those videos. And I'm thinking like, maybe that's when they realized that was going on, or I don't know, man. I have no idea. It's all just speculation. But I don't believe in this situation that they only found out about it 24 hours before the fix. I think it might be possible the extended healing, I think that could have been a thing that was easily overlooked. The extended healing that you're able to get with someone like Voodoo, that I feel like is more reasonable, that hey, they just forgot to test something like the extended buff durations of Voodoo and Hyperion, and that was pretty damn OP. But when you make a champion that has a synergy that shrugs off bleed and poison, come on. How do you not test that with Suicide Masteries? How does that never come up in the development process? Unless it was just bugged, which, I mean, that same bug has been around forever with the way, like, Buffet works and Masochism and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, dude. To me, no. I don't think that they just found out in the 24 hours before making that fix. Like I said, I think it's fine that the change was made, but I just wanted them to be more upfront about it, because I really do not think that they only just found out. And I remember saying when Nick Fury, like before Nick Fury was released, I remember talking about it and saying, like, I don't really like this necessarily, that this that these synergies exist, because it's just gonna make you always want to put Nick Fury on the team if you run Suicides, because it's that good. So I didn't really want it to shrug off both. But I don't want a lot of things in this game, and they exist, and I have to go for them as they are. There are certain very OP champions that I don't really want them to be so OP, but because they're so OP, I mean, what am I going to do? Let other people get them and then not get them myself? Yeah, but Sim Supreme makes fight kind of kick as long as you can hit him quick and get those question mark, going to stop power gain. For Hyperion? Yeah, Sim Supreme is good against Hyperion for sure. Absolutely. I think that's what you're talking about, right? So the comment here, Kabam doesn't know what Suicide Masters means since they don't play their own game. They definitely play their own game. Like these guys, they're a lot better than people give them. Like just playing their game, they're a lot better than people give them credit for. Like I've seen some of them play the game. I know they know what's up. Yeah, certain things don't get tested and stuff. I don't think it's realistic to think that everything gets tested. But something like this, and some other things, this is not the only situation, but there are some things that are like, come on, man, how did that slip through? But yeah. BGE, what'd you get from the 5-star Awakening Crystal? I didn't pop it yet. Oversights get through. Yeah, I mean, there's always things that are gonna get through, but sometimes it's like very blatantly obvious. I think at some point they probably know that there's an issue, but they're just on a deadline, you know, that time crunch, and they got to get something out. And I think stuff like that happens, but yeah. Anyway, man, let's change the subject. It gets, I don't want to be all negative about it. Actually, speaking of changing the subject, It's about that time to end the stream, really. Toss these champions in, but it's going to be the last round. Hashtag nailed it. Read last. I know you too well. Wait, what? What is this? Yeah, I couldn't remember debuff name for stopping debuffs. Debuffs, I'm drawing a blank. Fate Seal. Oh, it's Stagger, I think is what you're thinking of. Are you excited for a silver cert? Did I just get wrecked? Wow, I did just get wrecked. Don't let up, guys. We might make him rage. Wow. Nah. There's nothing I can rage about right now. You do any 2-star arenas yet? Or saving it for tomorrow? No, I haven't touched the 2-star arena yet. I will be doing it for sure. Oh, God, that's another thing I gotta do tomorrow. So I gotta do that, tier 4 basic, and this time after time events and all that. God, so much. There's just so much to do right now. What's up, Lags? How you doing, man? Love these earlier streams, BG. Hope you're enjoying your NYC trip so far. I am. It's been good. It's been good. Wait. No 2 comments above and nailed it. Well, I said you probably didn't open it yet. The Awakening Gem Crystal before you answered it. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Got it. Yeah, the NYC trip is good so far, man. Looking forward to Comic-Con. Looking forward to seeing everybody. Oh, man. It's going to be a crazy time. Looking forward to seeing Legacy. Haven't seen Legacy in forever. It's been, what, 2 days or something? BG, which new coming champ you most excited for? Like, of these 3? Or do you mean, like, including, like, Doom and Surfer and stuff? You know, I'll just limit it to these 3. And I'll say, of the 3, I'm most excited for Man-Thing, because he's Mystic. I would have been most excited for Guillotine, but she's not Mystic. They made her Tech. More excited to see Lags than Laura? No, Star. How dare you? How dare you even think that? You better not say that to her. Oh, man. You either, Roboto. No, I miss her, of course. Like I said in the tweet a couple nights ago, this is the longest that Laura and I have ever been apart since we met. How crazy is that, man? Well, maybe not since we met. We were working together. That's how we met. And I'm sure there was a time early on where we we weren't on the same schedule for a while, but you know, since we started dating at least. Why didn't she go to NY with you? Because I was here for the Summoner Showdown, and I'm just kind of staying here because I don't want to fly back and forth. It just doesn't make sense. You know, I have to buy another plane ticket and all that extra travel. It's like 6-hour flights and all that. So I didn't want to do that, so I'm just staying here. And she's got to work and stuff, man. Somebody's got to pay these bills, you know. Such a savage always roasting Brian. I know. It's too much. It's too much, Lags. That time last year that she made me cry, I hope she doesn't do it again this year. More excited to meet Laura than to see Brian again? You should be. BG, I have points in Arena. What? Are you proud of me? Ran rank 1 5s to 3x points, then ran 6 stars and rank 5 5 stars. At 2.3 million. Feels nice, dude. Open 1 arena crystal, got 225 units. B Daniels. I'm so proud of you. Hitting the arena. Opening up, getting units out of arena crystals? What? This is a whole new B Daniels. Let me guess. Don't get used to it. Is that the end of your arena journey? Gonna be first MICC without a Dora, right? Yeah. First one without a Dora. Yep. That streak has come to an end. The last 3 years. Well, probably longer than that, but the last 3 years that I was there, at least. PG, you lonely. Need someone to show you a good time. What? Yeah, I'm done. Oh, I lied. Almost 2.2 mil. Well, that's still really good, man. Do you have Kang? I do not have a Kang. Actually, though, Laura does have Kang. I do not. But my wife does. Alright, anyway, though, guys, it is getting late. I need to get back to the grind, but I also need to cut the stream. Could find that one bowling alley place. We could do the bowling thing again, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if anybody really has solid plans other than, you know, our usual community meetup spot at Dave & Buster's. Because they, you know, they're the only ones. They got that exclusive MCOC arcade machine, man. They knew what they were doing. That wasn't the joke I was trying to make, dang it. Oh, with... I think I understand now. You come to the Airbnb to play some Smash? I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe. Tweet real quick if you can. Alright, real quick. And then I'm out of here. Let's get back to it. Hang on. Stinking Twitter. We'll pick you up? I don't know, man. Not any time in the next couple days. I know that much. But we'll see later on. Here we go. Aha. Very nice, dude. Wait, you're in 2 different arenas? No way. I guess I misread that. I thought you were just in 1. Beat Daniels. I'm impressed. Alright. Really, though, it is time. Angelo and Oraplexian. Shout out to you guys for being the big D's of the night. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone else, too. It was not just those 2 that sent over some support. I really appreciate everyone else that sent over a little something. And even if you didn't send over a little something, thanks for just hanging out as always, man. Making the streams fun. Keeping things interesting. When does Laura get in? I'm not even sure. She's told me 1,000 times, but, you know. I don't know. Oh, man. But alright, anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow about the same time, probably. Hopefully, I'll have this champion selector thing. Good luck to anyone else that's grinding, too. Good stream, I guess, didn't answer my question. Alright, Axel Kid, real quick before I go. What is your question? Oh, it looks like Roboto maybe answered your question. Is 5-Star Massacre any good? 5-Star Massacre is good, yeah. I made it. I have a video about him from back when I got him in the content creator program a while back. Shows off some nice things about him. I think he's a solid overall champ. Good synergies and all that too. But all right. Anyways, I will see you all tomorrow, everybody. Does she wait? Doesn't she get in nighttime the same day P was traveling? Possibly. It's hard to stop the stream right now while holding my phone with the other hand. I gotta reach for it with the thumbs up hand.